welcome back to our channel. So I want to walk you through how I actually make the bentonite CurlMix clay mask. The ingredients are this is the Aztec bentonite clay mask, cocoa. I decided to get Hershey. You're going to need some coconut oil. There we go. And let me see. It's not like the oil, it's like the pressed kind, unrefined. Some raw honey. This is some tea tree oil and aloe vera juice. So this is my second time actually making it. Well, this is the second time I'm making it, but the third time I'll be using it. The second time I used it was leftovers from the first time. So the original recipe calls for 3/4 cup of the clay, 1/3 of coconut, of cocoa, I'm sorry. 1/4 of the coconut oil, 1/4 of aloe vera juice, 2 tablespoons of raw honey, 3 to 5 drops of the oil, and 2 cups of water. That made a really big batch that I had leftovers. So I'm going to do half of that for this batch. So instead of 3/4 of the clay, I'm going to use 6 tablespoons. Instead of 1/3 cup of cocoa, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons plus 2 teaspoons. Instead of 1/4 of coconut oil, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Instead of 1/4 of aloe vera juice, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of it. Instead of 2 tablespoons of the honey, I'm going to use 1. I'll probably do like 2 to 3 drops of the tea tree oil and 1 cup of water. So we'll see what size batch that makes. All right, so let's go ahead and get this started. So if you took home ec in high school, then you know that when you measure something with like utensils, like teaspoons and stuff like that, you should have something smooth to cut it off. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, going in with the cocoa. And 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Next is the coconut oil. So this is going to be 2 tablespoons. So I have a clean one. I didn't want to use that one. So because this is like grease, and you want to make sure it's in the complete setting of the container, trying to like smush it down so I can have an accurate. Okay, so And then all right, that's how we're gonna do that. Aloe vera juice is 2 tablespoons. So mm, 1 teaspoon of honey. Okay, and we'll do like 2 drops of oil. One, ooh, I think that was a little bit more. It'll be okay. And I have 1 cup of, this was boiling, so it's supposed to be hot water. So this was boiled. It's still hot. Let me grab a spoon. So when I was watching this recipe to be made on other channels, it's recommended to use a plastic bowl and a plastic spoon or stirring device because you don't want to go and use something metal. So just pour that water in there. Kind of just mix it up. And it's actually like bubbling, like the clay and everything is like bubbling as you pour the water in there. This still seems like it's gonna be a big batch, but we will see. And so you just want to stir it until it becomes like a paste. Right now it's very clumpy. So I'm going to keep stirring this until it isn't at the right consistency, because right now it is clumpy. So the mask is completed. It has a different consistency than my first batch. As you can see, it's a lot less looser. And I think I've gotten all of the clumps out. It's not recommended to use anything metal, but my hand started hurting, so I used this whisk. So I definitely recommend a whisk, but probably not the metal one. I have seen plastic ones at Walmart, so I'm definitely going to invest in one of those. But I am going to use this mask, and I'll show how I apply it and the outcome, but we're going to use it. We're going to see how it works. So while this is, I'm going to let it sit. So maybe if it sit for a while, it might kind of thicken up a little bit. We'll see. And in the meantime, I'm going to go detangle my hair. I'm just going to wet it, detangle it, twist it off in sections, and then get it ready until I put this mask on it. See you in a little while. All right, so the batch is made. It did get, it's not as watery in a sense, but it's not nowhere as thick as it was the first time I used it. So you can see the consistency, but it's smooth, so it'll definitely go on with no problem. So I've already detangled and sectioned my hair. My twist is styled in the way that I want my hair to be styled after everything is said and done from start to finish. So that's something else that you want to consider when you're getting ready to go into your wash, is how do you want your hair to be styled, and go ahead and section it in that form, so that once everything is said and done, you don't have to manipulate and readjust parts and different things like that, because ultimately you're going to break your cast, which is the hold for your curls. You're going to cause frizz, and your style's not going to last as long because you're constantly touching and readjusting things. So go ahead and find out what style you want, where you want your hair to lay, what side, and go ahead and section it that way. This is going to stay like this the entire time. Once I wash the clay out, once I go in with my deep conditioner, till when it start applying steps 3 and 4, the style, the moisturizer, and the gel. This is what this will look like. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some gloves on, put something around my neck so I don't get this, because this stuff is messy. The last time I used it, I had stuff all on the floor, on my counter. So I'm going to try to prepare myself and go and clean, put some stuff around me so that we can avoid as much mess as possible. But I'm going to go ahead and get this going because this is going to be a long wash day, spa day. But I enjoy it. I look forward to it. And so, yeah. Okay, so as you can see, I have gotten through most of my head. I have 2 sections left to do. And so the goal or the purpose of me using the bentonite clay mask, when I first used it, I was trying to like improve my curl definition. This time is more so for a scalp cleansing detox. CurlMix does have like a scalp treatment kit that it's a couple different things in that kit that helps with the scalp. They're currently sold out, and so in the meantime, until they're restocked, I'm using the clay mask for my scalp. For like the last couple weeks, my scalp has been more itchy than it had been, and so I know that this clay mask is a cleanser, it's a detox, and you know, when you're putting it on there, you supposed to make sure you get it in the scalp to cleanse it. So that was my mindset for using the clay mask, which was to cleanse my scalp. So I just wanted to do one section on camera so that you can see me applying the mask on. There is another video that I have of me applying the clay mask as well, but why not include it in this video as well? So I look at applying the mask on my hair as if when I used to get relaxers. It's the same exact process. I start on my scalp, and because, like I said, the goal for me is to cleanse my scalp, I put it on my scalp, and I'm like actually massaging it in and running it down my strands. You want to make sure you cover every strand because, again, it is a cleanser, it is a detox. So you don't want no strand to be left behind that's not clean. Clean, healthy hair is the goal. And I, since using CurlMix, have not put no other products in my hair. I think the last non-CurlMix product I was using was an edge control. But when they dropped the edge control, guess what? I was exclusively a CurlMix product junkie. I am a junkie. Like, I'm always ordering. I bet them people, when they see my name come up on the order thing, they be like, this girl, she ain't got enough product. I just sent some stuff to her house yesterday. Man, listen, I can't help it. Especially when new items drop in the VIP store, because you don't know when it's coming back. And so you got to get it while it's there. You know? Even if you don't use it, the products are good for 2 years, unopened, kept in a cool, dry place. So I'm pretty sure in 2 years, I will definitely gonna use my products. I started with CurlMix in August. I started off with the lavender kit, and we are now in the early part of November. Yeah, because it's been like 90 days since I started using CurlMix, and my lavender is pretty much gone. And mind you, that set was used on my hair, my daughter's hair, my son's hair, my husband. But we got 3 more other kids. So we kind of like fluctuated between the 3, the watermelon, the lavender, and the vanilla berry, which I pretty much used the vanilla berry. I started using that in September. And I think I have more 1 and 2 left. 3 and 4 are pretty much back going. Because I think I'm using 3 and 4 for vanilla berry and lavender together, because it's not enough to a whole um, do a whole styling. So I'm using both of those. So that's how much it is. So in 3 months, you can go through a bottle. And mind you, I was washing twice a week. On my hair, my daughter, she only gets wash once a week. She not ready for the twice a week wash. I don't think I'm ready for the twice a week wash with her, because just like kids, they tired, they bored. Is we almost done? And if most black ladies know, beauty takes time, beauty is pain, and you just have to sit it out. And I don't be feeling like going back and forth with her about how long it's taking and stuff like that. So we do once a week. We typically wash on Sundays, unless she has something going on that needs to have a Saturday wash. Like for her birthday, we did her wash. Actually, we did it on a Friday because we were celebrating that Saturday. But yeah, that's how I work that in. And like my scalp is like itching now, and so this just really relieves it. Like my middle, oh my God, my middle was like, you would thought something was going on, but I don't know. So that's just what I do. Put it in there, work it in, and I'm really, really focusing on my scalp. Like that's the whole objective for this, is to give my scalp a nice, good detox. But as you can see, the curls is popping. Okay, I'm gonna stop being goofy now. So I'm just hanging around, letting this mask dry. It's pretty much dry. I could go ahead and rinse it out. I still feel like a little wetness on my scalp. So I'm going to let it probably sit in for probably about another 10-15 more minutes. And then I'm going to get in the shower and rinse it all out and give myself a deep condition under my steam cap with the mint deep conditioner from CurlMix, of course. Y'all know I don't use nothing but CurlMix. Let me see if I can pull it out. It will be my second time using it. But yes, this is the deep conditioner that I'll be using after I rinse all of this out. And then I am going in with my stylers. So this is a new 3 and 4 that I'm using. I'll tell y'all more about the CurlMix Masterclass, but I was the most engaged student for October's Masterclass, and you get free prizes. So I won the Rose Hip Flexi Gel and the moisturizer that goes to it. I'm excited about using it because all of my girlfriends said that I'm going to love it. So you guys will see those results after all of this. All right. Guys. There go little Daisy. She need her hair done. Looking like yesterday. am finished. These are my final results of my wash and go for today. Yes, let me let y'all get a good look at the back. You see those curls popping? Yeah, that's what CurlMix do. So my lineup for today was I did the chocolate bentonite clay mask. After I rinsed that out, I went in and did a deep condition under my steam cap with the mint condition mask. The slit on this stuff, oh my gosh, like you don't even need a lot. You just need a little bit, and it's just like melt in your strands. And the detangling process was just like, yes, I love this. I love this. They have a oil or serum that goes to this that I'm waiting stocks back up so I can add it to my collection. And then I did the reverse. So I went in with the gel first, and then I coated it with the moisturizer. How did I set my hair? I did something I did something different, the reverse, with my drying. So usually after I put on my products on, I sit under the hooded dryer for about 20-30 minutes, and then I diffuse. But this time I diffused first for about 20-30 minutes. Really, I diffused all over my ends, the top, the crown, everywhere. I had to go do a pizza run to go get dinner for the kids and myself because I hadn't eaten all day. And then I came back and sat under the dryer for about 10-15 minutes, just to make sure that I was all dry. Like, I try to make sure that I'm dry. It's not advised to go to sleep on wet hair. I wasn't wet, but I had a little itch and I scratched and my roots was kind of a little damp. So you don't dry if you don't dry this under here, make sure that you get your roots, because if you don't set the roots, it's gonna puff. So you want to set your curls. That's the whole purpose of the hood dryer and the diffuser, is setting your curls. My curls are set. I am not going to touch them tonight. When I get ready for bed, I am going in with my satin scarf. I'm going to wrap that around there and sleep on my satin pillowcases. I have 3 because I like to sleep with a lot of pillows. But that is how I'm going to protect my curls tonight. And yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in, for watching. I hope that I was able to help your wash and go process just a little bit easier. Be sure to comment, and I will get back to your comments to answer any questions that you may have. But I will see you guys on the next one.